Artosis, are you a fan of speedruns?
Yes,
because we're having one today at the
You're
GSL.
having a GSL Code S.
This is Cosmo Plays the GSL is what this is. If you're just joining us, well, you missed half the show already because we had, I think, the shortest best of 5.
It was
in
ridiculous.
over 3 years of casting, the shortest best of 5. SOS got slain, owned, smacked down, steamrolled.
None of his
pummeled.
stuff worked. That happens sometimes, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? It's some his style. Some people his opponent got to study it. Some he didn't get to practice. Some jet lag. All this put together ended up in 0-3 for SOS.
One guy had better preparation. That's one of the risks that you face when. I mean, obviously, I don't know if SOS. I can't say SOS knew he was going to be in the finals and, therefore wagered it this way. But I'm sure by the time he had won that, GSL is an afterthought. He's already won $100,000. He's going to wing it with whatever other PvP builds he has after tearing through IEM and doing very, very well. But he's out. So hopefully this PvP is longer, is closer, is more dynamic.
I think it will be.
I mean, I got to say, each game got more and more disappointing there with SOS.
Well, you know what? I think this is definitely going to be because Hero is a more stable player, even though he might be a little bit jet-lagged and be in kind of the same situation, but he's more stable overall. Rain is a player that excels more the longer the game gets, generally speaking. Of course, he can and does mix that up from time to time, but I think that there's no way that this can be as quick as that. There's just no way. Unless Hero still doesn't scout in his main base for proxy gates.
Hero, our finalist from IEM, a very solid player. He also, though, has the same problem, right?
Yeah, he does.
He has jet lag. But actually, well, before I go on to that, let's go ahead and go to the interview here and see what our two players are feeling going into this match here in the round of 8.
네, 두 분이 제외를 하게 됐습니다.
I really like that CJ uniform.
Yeah, it's pretty baller. He's pulling off the preppy look, man.
Yeah, looks good.
Ivy League.
네, 우선 준호가 요새 잘하고
Mitch ran of 8 3 times in a row.
좀
What are your thoughts?
되긴 하는데,
How does it feel to play against Hero?
네,
I feel a little bit of pressure, actually.
있어서, 네, 이길 수 있을 것 같아요.
I still do trust myself, and I think I'm going to win.
진심으로 이 정인종 선수가 올라오기를 또 바라셨어요. 그런데 이렇게 금방 나의 상대로 올라오길 바라진 않으셨을 것 같은데 어떠신가요?
네, 물론 윤정이와 친하기 때문에 올라오길 바라진 않았지만 이렇게 만나게 됐네요. 근데 만나게 됐는데
I'm actually good friends with Rain,
인간상성이라는
but
그런 면이 있기
I was hoping he wouldn't make it to the round of 8, in fact.
괜찮은 상대인 것 같긴 해요.
사실 그 인간 상성을
I think overall he's an okay opponent.
이 만남이 잘 됐다 이렇게 정인종 선수가 밝혔었거든요. 오늘 준비 많이 되셨나요?
네, 우선 준호.
You made a lot of preparations for this match?
준호가 대회 갔다 와가지고
네.
좀 준비가 덜 된 것 같은데,
네.
네, 준비 많이 했고.
I think this is my chance.
네, 많이 되긴
Hero
했네.
seems to be jet lagged.
네, 지금 준호보다는 준비가 더 많이 된 것 같다. 사실
Proof
저도
for the
약간은
greatest
그렇지
analysts.
않을까 생각이 드는 게 지금 새벽에 도착하시자마자 이렇게 대회를 위해서 달려오셨습니다. 지금 좀 피곤하실 것 같아요.
일단 그렇긴 했는데 팀에서 링겔도 맞게 해주시면서 많이 배려해 주셔가지고 지금 컨디션은 최상이고요.
Honestly, I was a little bit tired.
윤정이가 연습을 제가 못했다고 했는데
My team did give me
머리로
a-
연습했기 때문에 오늘 자신 있습니다.
준비는 머리로 하는 것이다. 사실 아쉽게 결승전에서 김유진 선수에게
Some medicine.
They gave him some
많은
meds.
팬분들이
Yeah.
그 소위 말하는
Medicines to keep him awake.
Like a vitamin,
Perhaps.
maybe like
A hot 6?
vitamin B injection, maybe.
Sure, could be.
Actually, I think that's probably what it is. Actually, he's been doping.
He's been eating cucumbers.
문제가 없었는데
Cucumber, that's like an energy bar. A really clean one, full of B vitamins. Will wake you up.
I didn't know that.
Eat a cucumber. Cleanest energy you can get.
바로 잡았고 오늘은 전혀 개의치 않은 것 같아요.
혹시 머리 자르신 게 혹시 이것 때문인가요?
그런 건
자, 링겔 투혼까지 보여주시고 계신 김준호 선수 부담을 느끼실 것 같은데 어떠세요?
네, 전 링겔 대신 많이 잤기 때문에
네.
저도 컨디션
You feel any
좋아서
pressure playing against Hero?
괜찮아요.
지금 뭐
Honestly, I'm in a good condition too.
참
I think I'm going to be okay.
심정에 있는 것 같은데 별로 길지 않으신가요?
네, 준호는 네, 절박할 것 같아요. 네, 1억을 눈앞에서 놓쳐가지고
네.
많이 절박할 것 같은데 네, 저는 그거보다는 여유로워.
I'm pretty sure Hero's desperate now. He lost. He was so close to that prize money, he lost it right in front of his eyes.
전후로 정윤종 선수의 혹시 뭐 메시지나 연락이 있었는지 궁금하네요.
Shut up, Arteta.
친한 사이긴 한데
That wasn't me.
그것만큼
That was her.
윤정이도 좀 활활 타오랐는지 연락은 없더라고요.
정말요? 정말인가요?
After becoming the runner-up, was there any message for Rain?
그렇게 자주 연락은 못 해가지고
네.
먼저 하길 바랬는데.
I expected him to call me, but he didn't give me calls this time.
그랬군요. 그렇다면 이 자리에서 서로에게 한마디씩 해보도록 하죠. 경기에 나서기 전에 서로에게 한마디.
Any comments to your opponent?
우선 준호랑 하게 됐는데 그냥 뭐 할 말은 딱히 없고 네, 좋은 게임 했으면 좋겠어요.
I've got nothing special to say. I hope the games are interesting.
이기든 쿨하게 게임했으면 좋겠어.
네, 저도 이 두 선수 모두 정말 쿨하고 멋진 게임 하셨으면 좋겠는데요. 오늘
I hope we play cool no matter who wins or loses.
Is that thing on his neck?
네.
On his shirt?
자,
Is that the thing that tells you if you're sitting up straight?
I
was reading about that recently.
I actually have one of those.
You have one of those. It like connects to your phone or something, right?
Yeah, my mother got it for me actually like a few years ago. I hadn't opened up the box. I'm just now that you're saying that, I'm still remembering I have that somewhere in the closet of my house. I think that might actually be that.
It might be because he always has had very good posture. Maybe he uses that. To
Well, you know,
make
I
sure.
actually went to the doctor about a month ago just for my routine checkup. I hadn't been to the doctor for that, and I got X-rayed. Man, let me tell you something. There's nothing more pathetic than Tasus' body in an X-ray, man. My orangutan body, it looks like if you flash my X-ray like over a spotlight into the dark clouds of night, it would be the Riddler symbol. Let me tell you something. Posture is important, man.
Posture is important.
It really.
Many years of video gaming has left you like this, tasteless.
The guy was asking me, he's like, "My God, what do you do for your job?" He's like, "I work with a lot of office workers, but this is actually quite special." I'm like, "Well, I play games all day, and when I'm not playing games all day, I sit down in front of a monitor and yell about what's happening in somebody else's games." And he's like, "Oh, so good for a hero for having."
He's like, "So you live in your mom's basement?" You're like, "Yeah, that's what I do."
He's like, "I'm glad your mom has a basement out here in Korea. You can do what you do best."
Totally. That is so funny.
Well, guys, here's our map lineup. Ultrazine Stronghold, Heavy Rain, Polar Night, Daedalus Point, and if we get there, hopefully we do, it'll be Frost for the final map.
Yeah, I hope that this is a bit longer than last series.
It would be nice.
Should be. Should be. So, you know, Ultrazine to start it, that's kind of a crazy map to set the tone. 4-player.
It is. I think there's a chance that we'll have Nexus first from these guys. I feel like that's going to be an SOS thing.
Yeah,
and it's going to die with
so
SOS.
Rare. It's like Oz and SOS are two of the only players that you'll ever see do something that crazy.
Oz, another player I love casting, by the way.
Yeah.
Wish we got to see him more here in this league.
Yeah, that would be fun, but well, not everyone wants to play in GSL.
Unfortunately, not.
No. All right. What do you think? Is Rain going to take?
Yeah, I think
Hero
Rain
down?
takes it.
Just because Hero's so tired, or
I'm curious what exactly Hero got there before he came in here. I believe it would be a vitamin B injection.
It could be.
That's
get a butt shot, man. That'll really perk you up. Those aren't that uncommon out here either. To get a butt shot,
if
you're not
you
feeling
get
well,
sick,
you need to work or something.
And by butt shot, Artos is referring to butt chugging, which he does all the time, and not possibly anything else, such as a antibiotic shot. No, I think it's a vitamin B shot. Where do they administer?
They give it to you in your butt.
Oh, they do?
Yeah,
okay.
The butt cheek. That's why I call it a butt shot.
I like to butt chug vitamin B as well, Artosis. glad we have something else in common here. We learned here together on camera.
Indeed.
Anyways, another PvP. Hopefully it's longer, better, and more dramatic than our last one here at the GSL.
2014 Hotset GSL Season 1 Round 8 Rain vs. Hero.
Can't believe how quick that first series was. I
Dude,
feel like
was
I've
weird.
been ripped off.
Well, it's
I
funny
want
'cause
my GSL
we didn't-
ticket
we
refunded.
haven't
This is
cast-
ridiculous.
We haven't casted that much this season.
PvPs
You know,
with
we've both
SOS
been
or
on-
anti-dramatic.
In case you guys have been wondering why you haven't seen a lot of us casting together, we've been on different travel schedules.
Yeah.
'Cause I've been doing
You've
Fight
been in
Night
Germany,
with,
I've been in Germany.
Yeah, we've been doing
It's-
different shows for ESGN, and just traveling all over the place. GOMTV is dead. It's now GOM PvP, or GOM EX PvP. Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Cheers from Austria.
Was that Australia or Austria?
Oh my God, was it? Was it? Did I read it wrong?
I think it was Australia.
Tasteless never learned how to read.
He just looks at the shape
he
of the
just
words.
he just looks at the first letter and picks a country. We have a pause here. We'll update you guys if we're notified as to why this is happening, but maybe this won't be just a 2-hour day. Cheers, guys.
Wow.
Welcome to the studio.
Look how many foreigners are here
Entry
today.
fee is $100. You pay on the way out. So I don't know what the pause is. Looks like it's a problem with Hero's computer.
Yeah.
Hero's like, look, I'm on my third wind here, man. We need to start the
Yeah.
series. I'm so tired. I just got back from IEM.
That might be smart of Rain to like draw the series out. Just play like long macro games, never attack him and stuff. Just wait for him to mess up.
Honestly, that's actually pretty smart.
Yeah. Just kind of gauge how tired he is. I wonder what it could be.
How bad is jet lag for you personally?
It really matters. Like this time, my family's still on vacation, so there's no like little baby to wake me up. So
That's
it's not
gotta
that
play a
bad
big role,
because
yeah.
I've just kind of been sleeping a lot. Playing some Heroes of the Storm with you yesterday. That was fun.
We dominated.
We were the
When
Nerd Police
you and I,
Patrol, man.
Nerd Police, man. That's my Heroes of the Storm team.
That's it. But no, I mean it can be really bad. But like right now, I feel fine.
Jet lag is just brutal for me. It just kills me, man. I already have enough sleep problems as it is, but I'm curious here. Like for someone like Hero. By the way, that sucks, man. For Hero
To get second place in $0.
with $0.
It's pretty rough.
That sucks. And now he's here feeling terrible. I mean, hey, it's actually okay as far as like prize winnings go. Obviously, every pro gamer wants to win everything, but that never happens.
I don't know, MC.
Pretty close to that. God, that has to hurt.
Yeah.
With a prize structure like that, ouch.
Yeah, that's pretty painful, I would
and
say.
now he's here, he's tired. This is, a huge league, the league really for StarCraft II. And he's up against Rain. This is a tall challenge.
Tall in many ways, as Rain is
Tall.
one of the tallest pro gamers as well.
This is true as well.
He's also one of the giants
Is
of
Rain
pros.
taller than us?
I believe so, yeah, by a little bit.
Damn.
He's like really
We're 6'1"
together.
together.
He stands on my shoulders.
When we come into the studio, Artosis actually sits on my shoulders and we wear a trench coat over it.
And then we flash people, but it's just my face.
Yeah. Are we?
All right,
I thought we
looks
were
like-
about to go back in game here.
Looks like it. Should be.
I don't know why I turned around and looked there like I was going to see it's in game. I'm like, oh yeah. No, jet lag is brutal though. Hero probably in the worst mood here, or will be in the worst mood if he does lose.
Yeah, well, I mean, imagine that you fly back with $0 winnings after getting to the finals, and then you play against Rain, and Rain just kills you, and you're like, oh, what do I even have coming up now? Oh. Well, at least
Yeah.
you made round of 8 of GSL Code S, right? It's pretty good.
It is not bad. Gosh, SOS making so much money so quickly.
Yeah. I hope he buys Rain a little treat or something.
Hero?
Yeah, you know what?
You mean Hero though, right?
No, I'm talking about SOS. I think it would be funny if SOS like sends Rain a letter, and on it it's like it's from Hero, and then it's a card, and it's like, sorry you got second place. Here's a runner-up prize. And he's like, oh, sick. And he goes to open the envelope, but there's nothing in there. He's like, second place was $0.
He looks up at the moon and goes, no!
Oh, man.
Okay, so we have both players here at the top. We will wait and see if they go for anything weird like a Nexus first. There's clearly not going to be a proxy gate.
I mean, call him
And then from
crazy.
there we wait for the Cybernetic score to finish.
Indeed. That's basically it. Let's see if they go 13 gate. Now, you see first, is it 10 gate or 13 gate or no gate? 2 gas or 1 gas. Cybernetic score? Okay. Wait. Let's It's I got StarCraft casting down to science as you do as well.
Yeah.
It's
There's definitely a rhythm.
yeah.
As in the early part, there's really no beat.
Well,
Okay.
before life, there's silence or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
something like that.
something like that.
Wise man once said.
All right. So, how have you been liking the Heroes of the Storm game?
I love it.
Yeah, I
think it's
played
gonna
for the
be-
first time yesterday with you, and it was fun.
It was really cute seeing you play a MOBA, by the way.
Yeah.
I forgot there's just lots of terminology you didn't know.
You guys are all talking. I'm like, guys, what am I supposed to kill? It was pretty
I
fun,
think
though.
Heroes of the Storm is going to be bigger than imaginable.
Really?
It's a team game. Team games always do well. People prefer to play team games competitively, generally speaking. One-on-one games tend to be very stressful.
Well,
That's why StarCraft is a big for
StarCraft-
viewership and not as big for players. I think that Blizzard took the game in the right direction. This should have happened a while ago for MOBAs, but it didn't. I think there was some lack of creativity with a lot of MOBAs where people didn't, figure out different maps, different themes for 5v5 isometric Team Fortress Classic style games.
Wow, that's a very complicated word, but okay, yeah.
Very good way to describe it.
It is. It is. It's very good.
And so, yeah, I think it's going to be really big. I'm really interested in seeing how it does. I think you've experienced the same thing I have, which is you can't really solo queue.
I haven't tried. It's just you guys are always on, so I just
That's
message
true.
everyone and see who's playing.
I tried solo queuing some today, and I got to say one thing about Heroes that I did notice was that when you get games like League of Legends or Dota 2, you can kind of play by yourself, although you're playing with other people.
Yeah.
Because you're last hitting, or even in Dota 2, you're denying. The minions don't seem to play as much of an integral role. The creep camps do, but the minions don't. So there doesn't seem to be you basically have to be coordinating via voice chat
Yeah.
to play. So I mean, if you're against a team that's on voice chat and that team has a decent understanding of the game, they seem to always be able to beat a team without that. But yeah, so far I really like it. Frankly, I feel like it could be in beta right now. With how clean
It's
it
pretty
is.
smooth, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I think it's a great game. I think it's got a lot of potential.
Cool.
What about you?
I quite
Actually-
enjoyed it, but I don't have anything complicated like you to say.
We have Stargate coming up here.
For
And for Hero, we have Twilight Council.
Yeah.
And it's going to be 3-gate.
Yeah, it looks like it. And, his build order was a little bit different, like a slower second gas and whatnot, so getting those minerals out a bit quicker. He's going to be able to chrono boost out this blink upgrade quite quickly. But you know what? The thing is, the map is quite big, and the first blink stalkers to get over there are going to be a little bit slower. Of course, then you warp, and it's not a big difference how long the map is. But I feel like this is something that Rain has a pretty decent chance of holding, even though you want to be on the blink end of this. If you go 3 gates with Stalkers plus Phoenixes with some nice micro, especially on top of a ramp, you're going to have chances on holding against any attacks.
Let's see how this actually pans out here. We have the 3 gateways coming up as well for Rain. Nice position Stalker here to damage that first Phoenix that comes out, and now he has confirmation of exactly what's going on. There's no question at all with the scouting like that.
And he actually starts an Oracle after seeing that. And this is going to be for just the counter harassment. He's going to say, okay, you're going to come over and try to deal a little bit of damage to me, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly an Oracle to your base and force you to keep some units home.
He does run up the ramp. Blink, of course, is going to finish momentarily here. Oh, man. An interception like that's actually huge.
Yes, it really is. He needs to actually micro this more. What is he doing? Okay, there you go. He actually missed a few volleys there.
Yeah,
luckily, he still kills it. But
it was actually like the Mothership Core was kiting that for a little bit.
Yeah.
Now, not something that happens too often here. And so far, Rain looks like he's in great shape.
It does look that way, right? He's keeping 3 Stalkers of his opponents at home with that Oracle tech. And, well, we do see these Stalkers come in and just start picking off quite a few probes.
Now, the Oracle comes in here as well. And I got 2 kills there. So definitely didn't pay for itself.
I think it should have gotten 3. A little bit of a mistake
bare
there.
minimum 3.
Yeah, I think he actually mismicroed it a little bit, to be honest. But here we go.
The Oracle, well, I'll get to that in a second. Okay, so we have the Phoenixes here for Hero. Now attacking up the ramp, but again with the Void Ray present and charged up. it's going to be very easy for Rain to just push this attack from Hero back. And right now, I got to say, I think Rain's in some great shape.
Well, he is. I mean, still, Hero is not in trouble or anything. He's got a lot of Blink Stalkers. Without a Nexus Cannon, this is going to be a little bit harder to hold on. Luckily, he does have this Void Ray. Not really getting it targeted down yet, but a good hold so far by Rain. Oh, is this a little bit of an overcommittal? Going all the way down there. Wow.
Nice, actually taking up that
Very
last
brave.
Stalker there really helped out.
And the fact that he's going to have 2 Void Rays really, really helps out. Like, 2 Void Rays is significantly better than 1 here. And he's even going to make another Oracle.
Okay, he's coming up here again. Nahiro's got some nice harasser. The question is, can he have a smooth exit? Okay, that was not bad that time. Much better than the one before.
He's picked off quite a few probes, though.
Yeah.
We're down to 20 probes for his opponent. And let's not forget, this Blink Stalker army,
this
very mobile.
This phase of PvP, too. I mean, very low probe count. Okay, another attack in here again. It's still going into that Nexus Cannon. Does get the Mothership Core.
Yeah, he's gaining value every time he goes up the ramp.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these Stalkers are bruised, but if they're still alive and the shields have regen, it's totally fine.
Yeah.
We have Hero now getting a Nexus at the back here, and we had, oh, hold that thought.
Ooh, this might be diminishing returns at this point.
I caught the tail end of that. I don't know how much was traded there.
He didn't really kill anything there, so... I mean, with the Zealots in front tanking, as well as a decent number of Stalkers and 2 Void Rays, doesn't look like much is going to get done.
Triggering the Nexus Cannon there. Now, he did make 2 sentries over there. I believe they're in the main now.
Yeah.
And so Rain is in a little bit of a tough spot. He can't quite leave his base just yet. I don't know.
I think he's just going to have to make a Nexus.
I don't think he should blink up there anymore. I'm starting to get worried.
It's okay if he doesn't lose anything, because everything he picks off is basically for shields and maybe a few hit points. But yeah, it is really to the point of diminishing returns. He's getting stopped lower and lower down the ramp there, to the point where he's barely able to get vision on the high ground. So, looks like that's about that. Time for this game to normalize a little bit, but that's a much later Nexus for Rain.
We should be going into, you know, mid-game, solid mid-game here PvP, and hopefully we'll actually have a late-game PvP.
I think we're going to. I don't see how it couldn't get to late game from here, with them being so far apart from each other, and you know the fact that, well, Hero only has Blink Stalkers right now. It's not like you're just going to make a bunch more Blink Stalkers and go, right? He's got to switch his tech up a little bit into Immortals or something like that, and then walk all the way across the map. And by then, you know, Rain, even though he has a slower Nexus, he's going to be able to get into an OK composition himself as well.
The Oracle comes in again, tagging the Mothership Core and his Stalker. Now backing out. Immortals coming out here for Hero. The probe count actually for Hero, pretty substantial, nearly 10 more. Actually, exactly 10 more as I say that.
That's actually really quite a large difference.
Yeah.
In fact, that may get Hero to go into an attack quite a bit quicker. If you look at the +1 and the Immortal tech already being made.
Hero's basically ahead in everything.
Yeah, he is.
As far as what matters for this phase of the game, yeah, he's got a massive lead. I mean, sure, he doesn't have Stargate tech, but that's not as important right now. And because Rain knows that he's going to try to utilize the Stargate tech while it might still last at this phase of the game, he's going to attack in the front with the Oracle going into the back in the hopes that he can take out probes and maybe even this out.
Yeah, if he can poke and do a little bit of damage here, that'll be great. But against 11 Blink Stalkers and 3 sentries plus what is soon to be 2 Immortals, I can't imagine this actually doing damage. See, this is what he's doing. He's trying to draw him to the front so that Oracle can do something.
Yeah.
But Hero is actually very much on top of it.
That looks like a cheese grater below that Oracle. Did you just see that building? I finally figured out. Okay, wait until we go back to that Oracle. For the longest period of time, I always thought it looked like a little Protoss tower or maybe an old GSL trophy. But I figured it out. It's a cheese grater.
All right, I'll keep an eye out for that.
Keep that in mind. You pay attention.
Do you have a cheese grater? Do you own one?
I don't own a cheese grater.
I own a cheese grater. And a refrigerator. I'm an adult.
You own your refrigerator? It didn't come with your apartment?
I had to buy one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Refrigerators are expensive.
Yeah, aren't they?
Yeah.
What is it? How much is it? Like $700?
Yeah, something like that.
Damn,
it's a really nice one, though.
I pulled that number out of the air, by the way.
No, it's right around there.
And I was thinking
it was $700 or $800.
I judged it based off the refrigerator I've seen in your house.
I spent a little
Someone
bit extra.
sent me to the prices right.
I could have gotten a little bit cheaper one, but it has that door in the front where I keep my orange juice for the morning.
Oh, you are so cute.
Has that little door.
Yeah.
I bring my orange juice out, put my cup on the little thing that folds open. It's really nice.
We're never going to get to see the cheese grater on this map.
No.
I don't own a cheese grater, though.
Well, that's the difference between you and I.
I think generally, though,
Cheese grater
I
and
probably
refrigerator.
in general have more cheese in my house at any point in time than you do, though.
Oh, yeah, you could. I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess you keep a lot of cheese.
Looks like I won that battle.
I generally, no, I have a decent amount of cheese. Some nice scouting there, by the way, by Hero. This is something he's very well known for, is his continued scouting and perfect countering.
I got to say, Hero's playing a lot better than SOS. Although, in SOS's defense, I feel like SOS tries. Oh, there it is, cheese grater right below Oracle.
I didn't see it.
God damn it.
I'm sorry. I really should have looked too.
I got to say, so far, Hero does look better than SOS, but as I was saying, in SOS's defense, there it is, cheese grater.
I didn't see it again. I'm sorry, when they look at stuff like that, I always glance at production tab because the Oracle isn't meaningful to me.
What about the cheese grater?
Whereas that's like something to show the people at home to remember, I guess.
Okay,
cheese
nice.
grater is meaningful. Oh, I see
there it is.
it.
It's a cheese grater.
That would be a really
over.
crappy cheese grater.
Oh, no, look, it would
There's
definitely
no
get you
beveled
sick.
edges. That would be
Better
really...
get a tetanus shot before you use that thing. So SOS was trying to get these setups going on so we'd have a lead, and it never worked out. But Hero, let's see it. Let's see how he does so far. Rain is a very worthy opponent.
Yeah, the thing is, Hero is on these 3 bases and has more supply. He's up by 10 army supply right now, which is
gonna get it?
pretty big. And yeah, he does.
We blew up
But
after the fact.
let's see. They both have their mothership core. I don't think Rain's attack can possibly do
There's
anything.
no way. And if he loses this attack with the worker difference and everything,
I think the best he
I
can
think-
do here is posturing. There's just he's down in everything except Zealots. But
Yeah, I mean,
in the right positioning, the Zealots aren't as meaningful.
the 5 immortal lead right now for the 5 immortals compared to the 2, I should say, for Hero, not going to be as helpful in a battle like
High
this.
Templar,
but
High Templar, High Templar. Oh my God! If he feedbacks at that, okay, well, okay, go home, Rain. Go home and make Nexus and make one in the bottom right or something, because you're not winning this battle. You absolutely. The Mothership Core is the most ridiculously important thing in these battles. Hero has an additional +1 attack. He has his Mothership Core. He has more Immortals.
You know, we may be at the point of no return here. Okay, Guardian Shield's going up, and a retreating Rain is now leaving. He turns around as the blink comes in. Time Warp does go down, making an exit here quite difficult.
No, he's not getting out. He's going to GG in just a second.
Yeah, that is going to be game unless he really wants to drag this out. He is warping in some more
nice
Zealots,
warping of
though.
Zealots. Yeah, that's for sure.
But
the 4 Immortals are still left here with like full health. They aren't actually targeting well, though. A lot of them actually hit Zealots during that. You really want to use them on Archons
That's it. GG.
and Immortals. But
Time to go to game number 2 here.
yeah. He got way ahead there. Rain did a good defense considering the build orders.
Yeah.
But his Nexus was just a bit late. Like, as soon as he saw the diminishing returns for Hero, I think he should have thrown up the Nexus and skimped on just a unit or 2. Because when the Blink Stalker player stops committing so heavily going up the ramp and goes up less and less, that means they made a Nexus because they have less Blink Stalkers warping in than they would if they were being more aggressive, which means really pushing the ramp and pushing the unit advantage. So I think Rain maybe just slightly misread that situation, and with the Nexus just a bit later,
A lot of
it
that also
snowballed.
went down to that Mothership Core. I mean, that was